check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clothes. Necromancers outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was it, 5 last week? But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 23 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll run with ETN. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That good for 19 on a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, whatever they were trying to call, Chad Muma had it read from the start, getting behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him. Now Lawrence. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
Off play action. Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down.
There we go.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
All right, let's go.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Logan Cook on the punt for the Jaguars.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Fights through, and now a crease. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Now it's Richardson.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 31 yards. 1st down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt.
Deep to return is Cavante Turpin.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here can really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On red.
Lawrence will throw.
Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's good.
23.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Grover Stewart. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Right, let's go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Cam Little for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Richardson looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Runs through the contact. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. And then you not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
66 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
On red.
Straight ahead, Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
Taking it in from the 20. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Second down in the yard. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The point after, good by Groupie.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Lawrence.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Chargers at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Houston Texans. And it's Patrick Mahomes. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Chiefs had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Khalil Shakir. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 43-yard touchdown. The Bills get an important win here in the race to get one of those final wild cards in the AFC. One last look now at the Week 14 scoreboard, the final week with byes. Carolina, New England, the Giants, and San Francisco all off this week. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Let's go. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Colts 46-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
And he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's good for the Jaguars.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Roll! Here we go.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hey, go! Soga, hot.
Now Lawrence.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Quiddy Pay.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Turn, they say it's hot. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with the scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Pack the 60.
Richardson working from the gun. A short one there, caught by Warren.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Down inside the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now it's Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
On the handoff, Taylor dances by him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Groupie for the extra point.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Hey!
Another tote for ETN.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Lawrence. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
No!
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play and force fourth down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Off play action. Richardson.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Yeah, no question. And he got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Jack Panther.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Jack Panther.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Jacksonville. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Etienne up the middle.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Allen here on the screen. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ready? Rip, 23. Focus,
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
113 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Easy, route.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Handoff running left is Etienne. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards on the ground.
Hey, go.
Now Allen. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Now Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
DeJuan Smoot there to bring him down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
23 yards. First down, Colts.
Hey, check that.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson taking it in from the 20. And the Colts are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. The last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Lawrence to throw.
He gets it to Thomas. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Richardson. On the out route.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Jags will use her after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
They're going right back to Pittman.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Jags offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
Had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They're giving credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down. 10 yards to go. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Intended for number 87. Incomplete.
Viking 18.
Turnover on downs.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready. Tackle 80.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,